Today we'll be looking at a product that is better described as a collection of utilities ranging from registry cleanup to malware protection. This is Leo from File Critic, and today we're reviewing Iobit's Advanced SystemCare Pro. The first thing that you're going to notice after installing Advanced SystemCare is the small widget on the top right hand corner of your screen showing you the RAM and CPU usage at the current moment. So as you can see right now we're using 18% of our RAM and just 2% of our CPU, and it comes with a really easy click to clean button over here that immediately optimizes your RAM and frees up any space that might be available so that you have the maximum RAM available all the time. As you can see, it cleared up 27 megabytes. The next thing that you'll notice is this user interface. Now, I really have to applaud Iobit for this wonderful user interface. In fact, it's a common theme throughout their products. This tool or this product comes with a plethora of different tools. It has so many tools, it could have so easily been very clunky, very difficult to use, and it could have just been a total mess if the user interface wasn't done properly. But they've taken the time and they've made a very easy to use user interface. And it's very much geared towards the novice users, and that's again a recurring theme that we're going to see. Novice users will probably like this product, but advanced users may not find all the control and all the information that they're looking for in a maintenance utility. So let us get started. So the first thing you can do is obviously the one-click scan. So what this does is it starts scanning for the most important things. First of all, it scans for spyware threats, the registry errors, privacy issues, junk files, internet problems, shortcut errors, registry fragments, performance issues, browser security issues, disk errors, security holes, which is basically Windows Update, and disk optimization issues. So it is a very in-depth scan, but the scan is pretty light and it finishes really quickly. So it's not a very thorough scan, and keep in mind all of these utilities are not going to be as good as dedicated utilities, but it's a great one-click solution for inexperienced users. And it's really simple and easy to do and gives you instant results. The scan takes around 5 minutes, and that's really quick, I'd say, considering all the things that it's covering. So we're going to skip it for now. So after the scan is done, you're going to find several problems, or if not, it's going to find whatever it can, and then it's going to give you a rating based on that. So in security, it's good. In performance, it's medium. In stability, it's good. So depending on the number of issues it finds, it's going to give you these ratings. But as you can see, it doesn't really tell us what exactly are the issues that we have and how it's affecting our system performance, or what technically are the modifications that it's going to do in order to improve the performance. It just says repair. Now, an advanced user would like to know more about that and maybe customize some of the changes, but this software isn't really geared towards that. But for an inexperienced user who just wants to improve their performance without having to bother about the technicalities, this is a very good tool. So you just hit the repair button, and it's a very quick process and it fixes all these issues. Repair is now completed, and it gives you a summary of how many changes took place, and all you can do is hit the finish button. The next tab that we have is the speed up tab. So these are some of the things that you can do to further optimize your system. There's a turbo boost, which is kind of a game mode for your system, which is going to stop all the unnecessary background apps and services and release a lot of RAM, so that if you're doing any resource intensive task, it makes sure that that task gets all the resources possible on your system. Startup Accelerate is just going to scan your startup items, and it's going to disable the things that it feels is affecting your system and things that it deems are unnecessary. Now, once again, an advanced user would probably do this themselves, but this is geared towards people who don't really know how to deal with all those things and who cannot figure out for themselves which startup programs are required and which are not. So the software takes all the decisions. It's pretty much an automatic process and very simple and easy to use. Now it also has an app or toolbar cleaner, which is nice, especially these days with all the adware lurking around. Then we have the Protect tab, which is equally interesting. It can lock your home page, it provides browser anti-tracking, it gives you a real-time protection, and it has some kind of a built-in HIPS, which is called System Reinforce. Locks out essential Windows components in order to prevent malware from taking advantage of that or making any critical modifications that could greatly damage the security of your system. Now, surfing protection is also there, so that's nice. It tries to be an antivirus, and it's not a complete antivirus, but it can provide some sort of protection. Now, in the toolbox, you see all the tools that are actually present in this program. Now, it does all that in this one-click button, but it's actually using a lot of tools. And, some of these are additional that you can run by yourself. So you get Iobit Uninstaller. And to be honest, each of these tools is a program in its own right. And it's really a collection of so many different programs. They've got a registry cleaner, they've got a disk cleaner, pretty much all sorts of maintenance tools that you can think of and more. So it can scan for clone files, they've got their very own process manager, and many of these tools are not really available out of the box. You have to download some of them. Some of them are immediately available, like the Uninstaller, Driver Booster. You've got to download this one as well. But some of the things like Smart RAM, there you go. It's immediately available. And then you can choose which ones you want to keep on your system and which ones you don't. They've also got Undelete, which kind of restores deleted files. Then they've got a file shredder that kind of does the opposite, make sure the files cannot be restored. And it also comes with Start menu for Windows 8 and some additional tools which are not necessarily required for every user. Then they have Action Center, which basically shows you immediately the applications that require updating, and then it also shows you the things that you can do within the program to further enhance your system security and performance. So as you can see, it's kind of an all-in-one tool, once again geared towards very novice and inexperienced users. Of course, if you want a more in-depth product, you can go for dedicated products just for the registry, just for vulnerabilities, just for drivers. You can do that and have so many different programs running on your system. Or if you are really not into all this stuff and you just want something that will immediately work and that can just make your life simpler, not more complicated, this is one tool to do it all. This is one house in which you can find pretty much everything. So it's great for novice users. Advanced users have been doing this for a while. We clean our registries, we make small tweaks here and there to enhance the system performance, but novice users usually don't get to do those things. But with this tool, pretty much anyone can optimize their system in one click. Now, if you right click on their tray icon, you can also directly open a lot of these tabs. And that's a very quick and easy way to access this product. And then they've got something called Quick Settings. And here you go. You have all your different modules that you want to activate. You can turn things on and off, and you can decide what exactly should be running in the background. So for security, there's full detection, which is basically anti-malware protection for your PC, homepage protection, surfing protection, and then there's auto RAM clean. So this is automatically going to clean up your RAM every few minutes or something like that, instead of you having to click over there. Performance monitor, optimization defragment, so defragments your drives, and all sorts of stuff. Lots of automatic stuff, auto clean, browser anti-tracking, registry clean, and you can just turn things on and off over here. So quick way to activate or deactivate a particular functionality of this product. Now if we go into the more advanced settings, here we can actually see some options, but it's not very detailed. It just has things like an ignore list. Some customization is available, but it's not very in-depth, as I have previously stated. And in registry clean, you can choose which categories to scan and which not to. Similarly, you can do the same in privacy and junk files clean, so you can change these scan locations. However, it doesn't give you a lot of customizability. So I'd summarize this tool as kind of like jack of all trades, master of none, but for a lot of novice users, that's exactly what the doctor ordered. So that's my overview of Advanced SystemCare 9 Pro. Hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to like it if you did and subscribe to our channel for more. And as always, check out the written review at www.filecritic.com. This is your host Leo, signing out.